All right, everybody, welcome to the main event. In this corner, weighing in with one button and one job, the mighty toaster. And in this corner, the challenger, with sensors, wheels, and a brain of its own, the robot vacuum.
So what is the big difference here? I mean, one just kind of sits there making your breakfast, while the other one zips all over the place like it's actually thinking. And that brings us to our big, giant question for today. What in the world makes a machine smart?
Okay, so here's the deal. A toaster, it's pretty straightforward, right? It has one job, and it does that one job. It never, ever changes. But a smart robot? Whoa, that's a whole different story. Let's imagine one trying to clean up a house in Quebec. It has to use its senses to see those hockey skates you left by the door, and it has to hear you tell it to get started. And get this, it even has to learn the sneakiest way to slurp up all those poutine crumbs under the kitchen table. Senses and learning, that's the secret sauce. Let's dig in.
So how does a robot actually pull all that off? Well, the very first secret ingredient for making any machine smart is giving it something that you and I use every single second: senses. And these special machine senses are called sensors. It's just a cool word for a part that lets a machine grab information about the world around it. You can totally think of them as the machine's eyes, its ears, and even its feelers. So, a robot's eyes, they're little cameras that help it see the couch. Its ears are tiny microphones that can hear you say, "Start cleaning, eh?" Its feelers are bumpers that tell it, "Whoa, you're about to bunk into a wall." Even a smart thermostat in your house has a sensor to feel when a big Montreal snowstorm is coming, so it knows to turn up the heat. Pretty cool, right? But, just having senses is only half the battle. You also need a brain to figure out what you're seeing and hearing. And for a smart machine, that brain is its incredible learning superpower: artificial intelligence, or AI for short. So how does this AI brain actually work? Well, it's a simple three-step dance. First, it's got a sense. The sensors are out there gathering tons and tons of information. We call this data. Second, it has to think. The AI brain looks at all that data to find patterns, kind of like a beaver figuring out exactly which logs will build the strongest dam. And finally, step 3, it can learn. The machine uses everything it just figured out to make a really smart decision, like maybe not trying to vacuum up the cat for the 10th time. Okay, so we know how they work now, but what can these amazing AI brains actually do for us? Let's meet some of the awesome AI all-stars out there in the world. AI isn't just for cleaning floors. Not at all. It's helping doctors look inside our bodies to find illnesses way faster than before. It's creating brand new, amazing music and art that no one's ever heard or seen. It's helping to drive rovers on distant planets, places humans can't go yet. It even helps us learn new languages and designs the super fun video games we love to play. It's just incredible. But hold on a second. AI is a really, really powerful tool. And you know what they say? With great power comes, yep, you got it, great responsibility. So we need to have some smart rules for using it, just to make sure that we're always the ones in charge. Okay, so these 3 rules, they're super, super important. You got to remember these. Rule number 1, be a fact checker. Seriously, AI can make stuff up sometimes, so you always have to double check its answers with a grown-up or a book you trust, okay? Rule 2, protect your secrets. You would never tell a stranger your name or where you go to school, right? Same goes for AI. Keep that info private. And the biggest, most important rule of them all, rule number 3, your brain is the boss, always. AI is just a tool, like a super smart calculator. But you are way more creative and have all the amazing ideas. All right, future scientists, you have the knowledge. You now know the difference between a simple one-job toaster and a super smart learning robot. So I think you're ready. It's time for your AI detective mission. Here is your official mission. I want you to go find one toaster machine and one robot machine somewhere in your house. It could be a simple light switch versus a smart speaker. Once you find them, you become the teacher. I want you to explain the big difference to your family. You can do this. Thanks for joining me, and as always, stay curious.